So three, two, one. Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be doing an honest review of Rapyd Cloud. It's a hosting provider with a specialization around BuddyBoss. It's a really interesting platform. I've got some definite opinions that I'm going to share with you. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. Coming back, folks. So we're going to be looking at Rapyd Cloud, which has marketed itself as the premier BuddyBoss hosting provider over the last year, 18 months. Now, they are, I've been told, they are owned by BuddyBoss. So you've got to take that into consideration. Um, Now, are they the best solution? And the truthful answer to that is yes and no. Um, let's start with the positive side. Now, if you've got a very, very large Buddy Boss community, let's say you're established, you're a organization, association, or you are an individual entrepreneur and you've got hundreds and thousands. And it's not the volume of membership, it's how many of those members are logged in to your Buddy Boss website at the same time. That will really account to your attitude with the value that Rapyd Cloud is offering you. Now, if you have got a very large BuddyBoss website and you have got a lot of members logging in all at the same time, let's say hundreds logging in at the same time, having a look at what Rapyd Cloud offers in pure power terms and also some of the database tools which they offer as part of the hosting package is going to be attractive to you. And the price metrics, they are not the cheapest, but if you're one of those cases that I've laid out, that you've got hundreds of people logging in to your BuddyBoss website at the same time, what they offer and the tools that they offer can make them the right choice for you. Now, based on my experience, the amount of websites that are running BuddyBoss, and let's be truthful about it, for various reasons, BuddyBoss is a bit of an animal when it comes to server resources. It's a mixture of the code base and basically everything it offers. It is one of the most demanding web applications if you're in one of those scenarios where you have hundreds of people logging in at the same time. Now, most people, even if they've got quite a large membership, they are not going to have hundreds of people logging in at the same time. It just isn't going to happen. And I'm basing that on a fair bit of experience. That might happen if you're doing a webinar inside BuddyBoss and you've spent a lot of time on marketing and affiliate marketing and partner marketing to get a large audience of existing members, and they're all logging in because it's only offered to the membership. Normally, if you're trying to get external new members, it's going to be hosted either on a webinar platform or it's going to be on the front of the website, which won't be so demanding. But the other factor is the pricing structure. I know they do start on their website at $29, and people think, well, that's fantastic value. And it is, but in my experience, the middle product, which starts at $99, that's where we start at WP Tonic. If you want Buddy Boss, we start around the $100 mark because based on our experience, that's the kind of server setup that you're going to need from a lower medium to a medium traffic Buddy Boss website. Now, when it comes to these large websites, you normally need a individual plan. Based on my experience, you're going to need one of our developer teams to work with you hand in hand. And there's going to be a lot of customization around the actual server needs that you're going to be needing for your BuddyBoss website. So it is difficult to price up precisely. I think I understand why they do it, but and this is just my opinion, it is a little bit misleading to offer BuddyBoss at $30 when it comes to hosting. I think it can work when you've got hardly anybody logged in, but I think you will soon be on that $99 plan that they offer based on my experience. But others would say that I'm talking nonsense, but I don't think I am. Right. Now, what are some of the alternatives? Obviously, there's WP Tonic on our middle plan. Like I say, our starter plan, we offer Fluent Community, which offers almost 90% of what BuddyBoss offers. But not all of it. Let's say 80%, because the reality is a lot of people want BuddyBoss because they offer our app functionality as part of their package. It's an extra one, but that's why a lot of people initially look at BuddyBoss, right? So what are some of the credible alternatives out there apart from WP Tonic? Well, you've got Cloud Ways, which offers different digital platforms, hosting platforms as part of their hosting. DigitalOcean, they own Cloudways. Vulture, we love Vulture. All our websites are on Vulture. We found it very suitable for small, medium, and large learning management systems and BuddyBoss. So all our websites on Vulture at different levels. You got Jet, Rocket, rocket.net. What they offer at the price point, I think it's quite attractive. My comments about they start around $30 to $35. I don't think that base plan is really realistic for a BuddyBoss website. You'd be looking at their medium to their higher plan for them, which I think is around $60, $80. But what they offer is quite attractive. They don't specialize in BuddyBoss, but they're an experienced WordPress host. They do have good engineering and support. So does all the providers that I'm talking about here. They all provide reasonably good support. I've got to say, I've heard some things about Rapyd Cloud when it comes to the support. I can't personally say, and what I mean by that, they said that it can be really good, but it can also not be so good. I personally haven't assisted a client on their platform, so I can't base any comment on what I'm saying based on personal experience, right? But I have heard some comments. Um, I think Kinsta could be a good solution, but you're going to have to deal with the caching issues. Obviously, with Rapyd Cloud, they understand because they specialize the caching requirements of BuddyBoss. So we do at WP Tonic as well, and it does take time to get it set up. If you're using a more generalistic hosting provider, they will modify. Well, I know Kinsta will, and I know Rocket will. Some of the other players out there aren't. very adaptive to the kind of caching requirements of BuddyBoss. So those three or four that I've recommended, I think they might be more suitable for the medium to slightly larger. I really think Rapyd Cloud, where its true benefit comes in, is when you're dealing with a very large website, a very large BuddyBoss setup with a lot of custom code and a lot of members and a lot of activity on it. Then I think the premier pricing that you're going to pay with Rapyd Cloud, it's probably worth looking at. But I think there are a lot of competitors out there that can host quite demanding WordPress, BuddyBoss websites, and you'll be equally as happy. So I'm not throwing Rapyd Cloud under the bus. I'm just trying to point out the realities of the situation. But yeah, that's about what I've got to say. If you found this video giving you some insights and helped you about which one you're going to choose, give us a thumbs up, will you? And think about subscribing to the WP-Tonic YouTube channel. That really does help the channel, and it encourages me to make more of these videos. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.